not read it. Now, this is the another beautiful example we used in 15 BC. Next, in 1725, Abu Ali Rahman wrote a text on cryptography. He also solved a Greek cryptogram by guessing the plain text introduction. So, what used in Greece, like in 15 BC, Julius Caesar, what he was developed a crypto system. It is decrypted in 725 by Abu al Rahman. He wrote a book on cryptography, and he also successfully decrypted the messages. I mean, encryption used in Greece. I mean, encrypted messages used by the Greece. In 1250, Roger Bacon, an English monk, wrote a epistle of Roger Bacon on the secret work of art and nature, and also on the nullity of magic, in which he described several simple cipher method. That is, several simple method means he wrote a one book which contains simple methods of how plain text can be encrypted into cipher text. In 1412, Shubhalash, a 14-volume Arabic encyclopedia, contained a section of cryptography including both substitution and transposition cipher, and cipher with multiple substitution, a technique that was never been used before. That means, initially the cryptography messages is a simple substitution method, like if the plain message contain A, we in encrypted messages we represent A by if suppose plain message, consider a plain message is like ABC, it is a plain message which has to transport it to other end. So, this ABC can be encoded into a simple cipher message, like A can be represented by E, and B can be represented by F, and G can be represented by ABC can be represented by G. Now, that cipher text is EFG. So, this method, like other end person should know that A is matched with the E, and B is matched with the F, and C is matched with the G. This is a simple substitution method, and also there is a multiple substitutions method which can be used later in this course. We are going to see how the substitution method we can how we can encrypt these messages using various substitution method and transposition method and multiple substitution method. So, in 1466, Leon Battiste Alberti is considered as the father of Western cryptography because of his work with the polyalphabetic substitution. He also designed a cipher disk. Now, this is the another next major steps in development of cryptography, because he introduced till now, I mean, like till in the latest, I mean early era, this polyalphabetic substitution was not there, and it is introduced by Leon Battista Alberti. It is another completely different substitution. Again, it is a substitution method, but it is a very advanced substitution method. So, that is why he called as father of Western cryptography. In 1518, Johannes wrote a first printed book on cryptography and invented a steganographic cipher in which each letter was represented as a word taken from a succession of columns. He also described polyalphabetic encryption method using rectangular substitution format that is now commonly used. He is created with the introduction of the method changing substitution alphabet with each letter as it deciphered. Now, this is a very advanced method. Again, it uses multiple substitutions method, column wise as well as row wise. So, that is why it is called as polyalphabetic encryption. In 1553, Gibbon introduces the idea of passphrase, that is now we uses password for everywhere. This is actually invented in 1553 as a key for encryption. This password is used for encrypting the messages. The polyalphabetic encryption method is misnamed for another person who later used this technique, and thus is called as the Vigenère cipher today. So, Vigenère cipher is another popular simple cipher technique used to create plain text into cipher text. So, it uses a password to encrypt the messages. Right now what we are using Google or gmail.com, what it internally does is it when we are when we are try to after giving the password, when we click the login, this password will be encrypted. This is just an example, but this is more advanced than the method which is given by Givon in 1553. In 1780, Thomas Jefferson created a 26-letter wheel cipher which is used for official communication while ambassador to France. The concept of wheel cipher would be invented in 1984 and again in 1930. This is another wheel method. Different wheels are used and different when it rotates with the another wheels, these text are plain text are converted into cipher text. In 1854, Charles Babbage appears to have reinvented the Thomas Jefferson wheel cipher. It is just a observation made during the development history development or during the development of this cipher text. People believe that Charles Babbage reinvented this Jeff's wheel cipher code, and he is also called as a father of computer.